Virgo, welcome to your tarot reading for May 2024. We begin with the Temperance card in your past position. This card represents balance and patience and moderation. So it looks like in your recent past, you may have successfully navigated through some turbulent times by maintaining equilibrium and a sense of harmony. And you may have learned to blend opposing forces in your life and find this middle ground between conflicting situations or emotions. The figure in the Temperance card is very adept at adapting their behavior to be in accord with their long-term goals. They have a vision for their life, for their future, and they always act in concert with that. Their daily actions are considered through the lens of what they want to achieve. So they're very much about balance and moderation and thinking things through, and also blending spirituality with materiality. In other words, keeping in mind their spiritual goals, what fulfills them emotionally, with practical steps, with practical concerns like material, finances, that kind of thing. They're very adept at balancing those two aspects of life. So I think in your recent past, there may have been a situation that really required you to stay quite grounded and practice a lot of moderation in terms of achieving your long-term goals. This card, when it shows up too, can indicate teaching or study. So it's quite possible that for some of you, you were either teaching a course or studying something. This card also sometimes represents travel. So there may have been a period in your recent past where you had to travel quite a bit for your career or otherwise. In your present position, we have the Five of Cups. This symbolizes loss and regret and disappointment. So in your current situation, you may be feeling a sense of sadness or mourning over what has been lost. This figure in this card really mourns over these spilled cups, and he's focusing on what went wrong rather than appreciating what remains, which are these two cups standing there behind him. This card suggests a period of introspection and healing, acknowledging your emotions before moving forward. And that's really the crux of the value of this card, is understanding that we have to do that. We have to process our negative emotions when something happens that causes us to be in this state of mourning. And that can be so many things. That can be losing a loved one, losing a job, losing a pet, just encountering a rough patch of life where many things seem to be going wrong. Maybe staying in a situation that wasn't good for us for too long, like a bad job or a bad relationship. And when that ends, when that negative thing happens, we have to allow ourselves to go through that period of mourning. And that might involve really focusing on what's been lost in a sense of honoring it. What we don't want to do, though, is allow ourselves to get so far into that we isolate ourselves. There is a lot of isolation in this card. He has the river here separating him from his castle. The castle represents stability and a place to call home. So he's very much on his own here. And if you are in this period of mourning right now, that's the advice this card is giving you. It's saying, yes, process these emotions. Allow yourself that time to go through that, to face this loss and grieve it, but don't allow it to take you into an energy of isolation from support that is very much available to you. In the position of challenges around you this month, or challenges you might face, we have the Six of Wands. This is a card of victory and recognition and success, but it's showing up in the position of challenges. It suggests that a couple of things that your achievements may invite jealousy or resentment from other people, and you may encounter obstacles because of that in the form of competition, criticism, and that can lead to a lot of self-doubt. So the challenge here lies in maintaining your confidence and your integrity amidst external pressures. This can also mean a lack of focus or clarity or confidence in terms of going after our goals. It can be something like having a career goal, but then having 5 other career goals at the same time, and that really dissipates our focus and gets in the way of our ability to succeed in any one of those ventures. This can be about a loss of confidence in our ability to achieve our goals. It can be confused thinking about how to move forward on the path towards our goals. And what I'm getting here, following on the heels of this 5 of Cups, is that I think you have gone through something quite difficult that is now creating this feeling of self-doubt, loss of confidence. Maybe you had to take a little break from your career, your job, just life in general even, and now you're realizing you have to kind of step back into the fray of life. But it's kind of knocked your confidence, and maybe you have isolated yourself a little bit, and you have to kind of reconnect with other people, and here they are ready to support you, but you may have lost a bit of confidence in your ability to achieve your goals. So that's really your challenge this month, is to kind of turn this card around. It's not upside down here, but we're reading it as if it's reversed because it's in the challenge position. So turn that horse back upright, get back on that horse, and really get clear again about your path forward and the steps that it will take to get you towards your goals, because you very much are capable of doing that. And I think that really ties into this temperance energy of really having a sense of your purpose and your vision and moderating your actions to fall in line with that. And that's taking step by step, day by day, allowing your habits and your ways of thinking to align with that long-term goal. And that's really going to help you gain some clarity and confidence again about your abilities to move forward. So I think this card is really saying take it day by day, rebuilding that confidence, and you'll be back on that upright horse heading towards victory again in no time. We have the Tower card in the position of opportunities around you this month, and kind of a curious card to have in this position. The Tower is very much about disruptive energy and upheaval and sudden change and revelation as well. So there might be, that word revelation might be the key word here, with it being in the opportunity section of your reading. So while this card can signify destruction and chaos, it also brings opportunities for transformation and enlightenment. And in the context of this reading here, it seems to indicate a chance for breakthroughs and epiphanies. Embracing change, no matter how disruptive it is, can lead to a lot of profound growth and renewal. So I think something has changed, something very significant has changed for you recently, or is about to this month. So gird your loins. But I think because it's showing up in the opportunity section, this change is going to be extremely positive for you. And it might feel like a lot to adjust to, a lot to take in, but it's going to be some kind of happy surprise. And it might not be happy right away. It might not feel that way or be obvious, but it definitely is going to be beneficial for you. It's going to represent an opportunity for a lot of growth and renewal and revelation for you. Sometimes when this card shows up in a positive place in the reading, it can be something disruptive in a kind of crazy positive way, like winning the lottery, coming into a large sum of money, something like that, where it completely changes your life and is very sudden and kind of out of nowhere, but it's really a positive sudden change where it puts you on a whole new trajectory. So there could be, for some of you, that could be happening, some kind of sudden wealth or something like that that you weren't expecting, and it just changes your life completely. This can also be a new relationship, someone coming into your life out of the blue you weren't expecting, and this person just takes your life in an entirely new direction that, again, you did not see coming, and it just brings you into this beautiful new life that you had no idea even existed for you, possibility wise. So I see something happening for you this month that brings a lot of upheaval, but it's positive upheaval. So even if you don't feel like that in the beginning, remember, this is going to be good because it's in your opportunities sector of your reading. We have the Ace of Cups as the advice card. And this card symbolizes new beginnings, love, and emotional fulfillment. So as advice, it's urging you to open your heart to fresh opportunities and experiences. This card is suggesting that the key to overcoming current challenges lies in embracing love, both for yourself and for others. It's encouraging you to seek emotional nourishment and to approach life with a really open and compassionate heart. So I'm almost getting the feeling here that this Tower moment might be a new person coming into your life and just completely shaking things up in a really beautiful way. This person has a lot to offer. They really want to bring happiness and peace and fulfillment into your life. And it's going to change everything for you, especially if you've been in this Five of Cups energy for a long time. And I was almost just getting a flash of insight there that some of you may have been in this Five of Cups energy for a very long time. You may have been single after a relationship breakup that was very devastating for quite a long time, and you just thought, I'd just rather be single than mess with anyone again. I am not even looking. And then, you know how that happens when we're not looking? That's when that really wonderful person comes in. So there might be something here, a new love interest or relationship that's really beautiful and healing and has a lot to offer in terms of just completely changing your life for the better. This card is also about creative energy, creative inspiration. It's the act of bringing a creative idea into reality, and that can be having an idea for a book and starting to write it, having an idea for a painting and making that painting, bringing a creative idea into the physical realm so you can share it with other people. This is a card of sharing, and there may be for some of you a feeling of being very creatively inspired this month. So I say go with that. If you have a creative idea, bring it into reality this month. It's going to feel a lot easier for you to do that this month than maybe it has in the past. You are going to be very inspired and have the ability to bring that inspiration into reality in a really beautiful, successful way. Really wonderful energy, complex energy for you this month, but I see something really positive coming out of this month for you that you didn't see coming. It's going to be kind of a surprise. And again, this could be just a creative project, creative inspiration coming back to you after feeling uninspired for a long time. It could be something as simple as that, where you're like, wow, I haven't felt this inspired in months or years even. Now I'm ready to start working on that creative project, and it's just going to flow really easily for you. You're going to be regaining your confidence in your ability to achieve your goals. You're going to be restoring this sense of balance and moderation that maybe has been missing for quite a while. So I see a real restoration of peace and positivity in your life that is just so beautiful. So that is your reading for this month. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope it resonated for you. Please be sure to like and subscribe. Thank you so much for being here, and I'll see you next time.